Greetings, my fellow Saiyans and Saiyanettes, and prepare to get hyped, because they just revealed the title for the brand new Dragon Ball Super movie. And they've also revealed what the premise is going to be. And guess what? It involves the legendary Super Saiyan himself, Broly. That's right, my friends. Broly is officially going to be placed into the actual canon of Dragon Ball, because this is going to be a continuation of Dragon Ball Super, all after the Tournament of Power, and somehow it's going to involve everybody's favorite steroid rage-fueled Saiyan, Broly. And honestly, it makes sense. The clues were there. When they showed the very first teaser for this film, we saw a Saiyan who could utilize green-powered ki. There's only a couple of characters in the series who've been able to pull that off, and Broly has always been one of them. Most recently in Dragon Ball Super, however, we had the character of Kale, a Saiyan from Universe 6, who fused with Caulifla to become Kefla. There might be some sort of connection between these two characters, but before I go any further, I just have to speak from the heart just a little bit. I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. I love all of these series to absolute death. But in the back of my mind, I have always thought that Broly was probably my least favorite villain of the entire franchise. A lot of that being that he's basically just a giant screaming Saiyan who's super powered. There was not really that much to his backstory, despite the fact that it actually was tied into the destruction of planet Vegeta. But this is an opportunity to finally give Broly a decent backstory and maybe even some good characterization. In that sense, I am excited to see what they're going to do with it. But man, my level of disbelief has just gone out the window at this point. I mean, how could Broly, at least the old version of Broly, even stand a chance against Goku and Vegeta at this point, especially after Goku utilized the Ultra Instinct abilities, and they're being very coy if this is actually going to appear in the film at all, if Goku's actually been trying to train to relearn the Ultra Instinct, if it's ever going to pop up in the film. All we know is we got a brand new poster which shows off Goku, Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue, and right behind them is Broly in his non-pumped up form. At the bottom of the poster, you see the traditional image of him, where his eyes are completely white and he's surrounded by the green powerful ki. This means that they're probably going to have to change Broly's power level and make him even more godlike and destructive, which means he's actually going to surpass all of the other characters that we've seen in the series. That means the Gods of Destruction and even Jiren, who also didn't really have a super inventive backstory or anything, but what I loved about Jiren is that he was an alien. He was a brand new character that we've never actually seen before, and he had nothing to do with the Saiyans. But clearly this movie is all going to be about them, their history, and maybe even the origins of the Super Saiyan gods themselves. This is also going to be tied a little bit into Frieza and his army. He's going to be involved in the film as well, so this could end up being something really special. Toriyama has actually said that this is going to be very heavy on the drama, intense on the action, and now this time he's not just designing the character, but his actual backstory as well. So in that sense, things could get really exciting with Broly here. You could almost say they've sort of been slowly planting the seeds for the return of Broly over the course of the last year, with the introduction of Kale and Caulifla, putting Broly as a DLC character in Dragon Ball FighterZ, and of course showing off that teaser at the very beginning of the year. But still, I have to admit, I'm slightly disappointed that this film is just going to be all about Broly. I mean, again, the movie is called Dragon Ball Super Broly. And again, I understand why they're doing this. Broly is a super popular character, both in the East and the West, in particular the West. People just really seem to love this character a lot. And for people who love Broly, I'm very excited for you. I'm sure you're absolutely pumped, but I'm a little deflated, just a little bit. I have to admit. That being said, I'm still really excited to see what this entire movie is going to be all about. If anything, we're going to get some really solid action. But as far as what I was wanting from the next part of the Dragon Ball Super storyline, this isn't exactly what I was hoping for. I'm a little more interested in what's going on with the other universes, the other gods, the reintroduction of Jiren, and maybe even some other just complete brand new material, aside from taking an old filler movie villain and giving him his very own story arc. But then again, who knows? Like I said, this could end up being something really incredible with the final product. But this is what we're getting right now, the Dragon Ball Super movie, Broly. Now, I need to go ahead and reiterate yet again, I'm not hating on the film, and I don't think it's going to be absolutely terrible. I just have to wait and see what they're actually going to give us. But at the moment, this is it. The Dragon Ball Super movie, Broly. So, yeah, that's the big announcement. I'd love to hear from you guys, though. Are you excited about the brand new Dragon Ball Super movie, which is going to involve Broly? Are you excited for how they're going to reintroduce him back into the series? What sort of backstory do you want to see him? How do you think this is actually going to tie into the history of the Saiyans and Frieza's army? What are your hopes and dreams, and what do you hope they don't screw up in the brand new Dragon Ball Super movie? Let's start a discussion in the comments section below. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more Dragon Ball videos, as well as tons of other anime and manga reviews. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay down now, baby.